am the oracle Apollo. Come share your light with me. These messages I follow, restoring balance unto thee. Do not be afraid, you're a part of saving grace. Do not hesitate, let's reignite your faith. Divine encounters are alive. Divine encounters, our life's design. I am the oracle Apollo.
Thank you so much for joining me, the Oracle of Apollo. I am your hostess, Dominique Rivera, just coming in on the last few seconds of this time, and I'm so happy to be here. I have been a busy bee all day making content, and we did a lot of filming since early this morning, and I just got home. I think we spent probably like 12 hours today, getting you guys prepared for season 3 of Divine Encounters, dropping in January, so I'm looking forward to all of the wonderful experiences we're going to be sharing together. If this is your first time watching, welcome. Salutations. This is not a passive viewing experience, but one where the energy is designed to help you shift while you're in this feed. Now, be mindful. Come here and play all out. That means play the game, build your intuition, allow yourself to really resonate with the theme of the day, the good news, and discover where today you can express yourself even more just by being here. Make sure you have your water, your high quality H2O, because again, you're going to be shifting your energy, and electricity moves best through water. So first, before we go into anything else, to your health, wealth, and prosperity, today is Wednesday, Supernatural Storytime episode. And of course, we're not disappointing you today. We're bringing Michelle on tonight, and she's going to be talking about her past life intervention and, of course, her spiritual awakening journey. And if this is your first time watching, please like and subscribe. I am live streaming every Sunday and Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you did not hear the massive announcement that I put out last week, I am doing a huge giveaway. I am calling it the Golden Ticket episode. So you guys know every single week you have the opportunity to win a personal message from me here, and I pick a winner every single week. However, from last week to December 22nd, you guys have an entire month. However many times you share this episode, you're going to get one entry to be a part of a special episode December 26th, where I'm going to pick 10 lucky people, and we're going to do a live mediumship reading. So I'm giving away 10 tickets for free to live mediumship reading, which is a $60 value for a reading with me. And we're going to go ahead and talk to all of your crossed over loved ones and bring spirit through and bring messages of love and hope. So I hope you guys tune in for that. Share this with a friend. That's the only way to enter, is to share this. And you can have 3 entries per episode, and I'm super excited about that as well. Yes. All right, so let's bring on Miss Michelle. She's going to be introducing herself today, and of course, hang out all the way to the end of the episode, where we're going to do your midweek collective energy check-in, which is the energy forecast for the week, and there might be something in there for you to expand and learn from. And I hope this episode allows you guys to have conversations at home about what is possible and impossible, and maybe even expand you to some degree, or your consciousness. So thank you all for being here, and let's bring on Michelle. Hello, Michelle. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello, Dominique. Thank you for having me. It's a real pleasure.
I am so excited to have you. You came with highly recommended.
Thank you.
And could you let the audience at home know a little bit about yourself and who you are? Not so much your story, but who you are, please.
Sure. I'm Michelle. I am also known as the consciousness cultivator. And basically, I move through sharing my abilities with other people as they develop.
And we need so many people like you in the world right now, bringing your love and wisdom. And I really appreciate you being able to do that and sharing that moment with us, sharing that light with us and that energy with us as well. Michelle, I love to start off every episode with something that we call the good news. And it's basically a theme for the day. And this is where you guys at home, when I ask you to play all out, I'm asking you to really be aware of the words that are coming out. Arrive to this feed as if you were at a training seminar. Bring your journal and let's see what the good news has in store for you today, because this is going to be an awareness message. So your job right now is to listen to the message and find what resonates with you or find what triggers you. Learn something about yourself in this message, okay? So this is what we're going to go to, and it's just one simple card, and we're going to discuss it. And then Michelle, at the end of it, you can let me know what your thoughts are about this message for today. All right. So let's bring on the good news, and to that I say, what's good? Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we have this beautiful card in front of us from the Muse deck, which I'm absolutely loving. And this card is called the Queen of Emotions. Before we get into her meaning, the Queen of Emotions is love, emotional, intuition, intelligence, creativity, joyful and meaningful connection, relationships, self-care, self-love, feminine nature, the sea of emotions, accessing how you truly feel, sharing the love with others, and creating from the heart. So these are the key words for today. So now let's see what the actual meaning is. Okay. Rising up from the deep caverns of the oceans. This queen is connected to all that flows. She is the unconscious bridge between the spaces of the heart and the world that flourishes around it. Her watery nature invites you to flow into portals of self-discovery and work with your own waves to grow compassion and passion. And to connect back to your truest emotions, all your emotions. She asks you to seek this alignment so that your actions, words, thoughts, and breath all be in rhythm with your true feelings. See yourself as you truly are and feel your essence. As you truly feel. This nurturing, caring energy is one that washes away unhealthy attachments and bubbles down right through the spaces into the earth to create the foundations of sacred space in relationships. It also allows strong empathy without the energetic baggage of taking on other people's stuff. And it breeds intuitive creativity and small pockets of devotional joy. Fall into the Queen's flowing compassion. And of course, this deck has a little poem. And it says, like the sea, I flow in and out of breath, waiting in the lapping liminality of a heart song. All right. Woo, it has a lot of energy. Michelle, let's bring you back. How are you feeling about this card today?
I love the card. I feel like it was talking about coming up from the ocean, from the depth. I feel like the card is representing all of our journeys into the next levels and becomings of ourselves, in which we need to be mindful, to be kind to ourselves, to be loving to ourselves, and just kind of allow ourselves to move into those next levels of love. That's how I heard it.
Wow, you gave me goosebumps saying that. The next levels of love. I love that. Thank you, April. And we just did a whole bunch of filming. And Erica says she's vibrating. I'm vibrating too right now. I can feel it in my legs. And don't forget, we have here next to the card message, we have an angel blessing as an integrated energy therapy master instructor. I am expediting these through my open channel that I bring in at the beginning of each feed. So make sure you're claiming your blessing of peace from the angel Caziel into the comment section tonight, because The angels always want to work with you and assist you. However, they respect your free will. Michelle has a bit of an echo, by the way. Yes, that is because my headphones, they're doing whatever they want to do. So, and by that I mean they're not working. Yeah. So I don't need these. Sorry about the echo, guys. We're gonna have to just rock it out. Let me see if I bring my volume down a little bit, if that helps at all. It might not. Alrighty. So we're gonna go now and do a divine experience, Michelle. And basically, this is gonna be a 1-minute self-assessment. And for you guys at home, this is for you too. I don't know why we have these. Oh, I see. We're going to have the 1-minute self-assessment. So I'm going to ask you guys to take a moment right now and just be really brutally honest. Where are you at energetically in this moment, including you, Michelle? And put that in the comment section below now. So 1 is the lowest number, the least amount of energy that you can have, Michelle, and 10 is the most amount of energy you can harbor. And where do you think you're at energetically in this moment?
In this moment, I think it's fair to say that I'm about an 8 or a 9. I'm feeling really excited to be sharing this time with you, Dominique. So I'm pretty high.
Love it. I've been running on high all day. I came in at like a 15, so I think I needed to come down a little bit. I was running hot, you know what I mean? My collar's all over the place, so all right, now we're looking a little more professional. All right, guys, let me know in the comment sections where you at from 1 to 10 in your energy in this moment. And Mr. Robert says he is currently at an 8. Miss Lori Gianetta throwing up the little angry face up there 3 times as that a 6. Lori, I never understand why you make the little angry faces. I do see you click them, but I'm just not sure why. And then I'd like to know why, though, if you can type it in the comment section. Miss Erica, number 1 through 10, I'm at 100. Me and Erica spent some wonderful time in the woods today. She was part of my filming, and we had a cacao ceremony in the woods, and the drone got stuck inside of the tree in the dark. It was great. We had a great time. Stellar, hey, how are you? Jerry, 7 for Jerry. And Miss Rochelle Hall, thank you for being here, Rochelle. Where are you at energetically, my heart? 1 being the lowest, 10 being the most. I'm glad Brenda's back. Good to see you, Brenda. Okay, and just let me know in the comment section below here real quick. And Cindy, what number are you at? I see you have a Q, but I'm not sure if that's supposed to be something else. What an adventure. She's at a 10. Okay, I see it now. Fantastic. And Rochelle is at an 8. Thank you, everybody, so much for sharing. Michelle, we are going to do the energy work now. We're going to have a 1-minute energy clearing. We're going to breathe together. Based off of the card, Michelle, of what we got today, that message, what do you think our intention could be?
I think that our intention could be that for the conversation that we're sharing with everyone who is listening, to kind of co-creatively together be able to, as a group, move into a new level of love together.
I like that. So leveling up to the next level of love. I love it. All right. I'm going to call in the team. If this is your first time watching, thank you. Make sure you put your phone down for this, and please don't do this while you're driving. Put your phone down, palms facing up, because that is the receiving position. I'm going to call in the team. We're going to come right back with 1 minute of energy clearing. Okay, so I'm going to bring Miss Brenda up. You ready, Brenda? Give me a nod. All right, we're going to bring Brenda up because she's our winner for today. Yeah, give a shout out to Brenda. Woohoo. And Miss Brenda, we're going to put our palms face up. I'm going to mute you guys so we don't get no extra feedback here. Palms face up, eyes closed. We're putting 60 seconds on that clock right now. Take a breath in, eyes closed. We're setting that intention to level up to that next level of love, and just breathe and soak that into your heart space. Let it saturate you. Let it be like that industrial cleaner that we put on the oven after Thanksgiving. It just wipes everything else away, and breathing in all that beautiful loving consciousness, that loving energy, that ever pervasive, ever expanding consciousness right into our heart space. letting go of what no longer serves us. I'm getting so blissful. And breathe it in, beautiful pink energy. Allow your body to saturate this, allow it to know it, allow it to program it, allow it to recognize it, allow it to create it, allow it to be it, and just be in that energy, be in that energy. You are that love energy. You are the next level of love. You are the co-creator of that love. And we thank the angels for this moment. And go ahead now and bring your left and your right palm to touch one another. And I bow to all of you and namaste. Please do not stand after this experience, because it may just be that you are lightheaded, and that is a very natural reaction to this experience. Okay, we're going to unmute you guys now. Starting with you, Michelle, how are you feeling, and where's your number now?
Oh, my number's past 10. My whole, that was wonderful. Whew.
That was great.
Did you feel anything in your physical body? If so, how would you describe
I
it?
did. I would describe it as electricity running all through the body from head to toe. The kind where when you get it, it makes all of the hairs on your body stand up.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah.
And this is why I invite everyone, when you're watching this feed, to have your high quality H2O. I know it's in a mug, but mine is a high quality H2O to drink, because the electricity moves through you and then it has to connect and ground. Okay. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing that. And you guys at home, let me know where you at from 1 to 10 now. And if you felt something, saw something, remembered something, there is no judgment here. Please share in the comment. Miss Brenda, where are you at right now?
I'm at 9.
I love the laugh.
Yeah,
And how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I feel relaxed and just letting everything go smooth as possible.
Nice. You feel really good. I feel a little high right with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. Fantastic. So I'm going to let you enjoy that little buzz. Make sure you don't stand. Hang out in the back room, in the green room. And we're going to bring you back up for the games later, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for being here. All right, let's see what the audience has to say. Erica just said, whoa. So much pressure on my crown and hands. It felt very powerful. I think that was an amazing intention setting. Robert said, woo. I don't even know how many O's are in there, but I really think the intention hit right. Real perfect today. Lori Gianetta felt a 9. And Robert put in there a 9.7. And Erica says she looks so blissed out, and a whole bunch of cry emojis. I love it. Oh, fantastic. And you have a wonderful supernatural story time for us today, Michelle. And I'm super stoked to hear about it. And I can't wait till the audience hears about this story. I'm really excited. So I'm going to let you have the floor. And all right, ladies and gents, I hope you have your notebooks out. Take whatever notes you need, because there might just be a message in Michelle's story that will resonate with you and expand your life. Also, if you would love to see more blessings in your life, we contribute by being a blessing. So please share this, because there might be someone else out there, you have no idea, this could even save their life. So be a blessing to others by sharing. Okay, Michelle, the floor is yours, my dear.
Thank you. And thank you so much, Dominique, for doing shows like this that bring information to the forefront that other people can use in their own journeys. I think if I wanted to share some information, it would be the understanding that the awakening journey and the process of awakening is a never-ending journey then. So we all have that period of the initial awakening where something will happen, and all of the experiences are very different. And it really connects us cognitively to the understanding that we're more than we thought we were. We're connected to more than we thought we ever were before. We understand now more of the power and more of the freedom that we have to be this multi-dimensional being here in the 3D, physical world that we're living in. What I wanted to share was a little bit of my story so that we can maybe hopefully connect the understanding that the awakening journey is a constant one. So while we all remember that first powerful moment when we awakened and expanded into a higher level of understanding of ourselves, which is the journey, is to remember who we really are and what we really are. There are levels of awakening that continue to happen all throughout the rest of our lives. So while I started out experimenting with past life regressions after I read the book by Dr. Brian Weiss, I decided to put that to a test to see if it was true what he said in his book, which is that anybody could do it. I studied the books, I created the script, and I very quietly on the D-low asked a friend, because I had no spiritual friends. I had nobody in my circle that was even operating at any level that was not, everybody was 3D. So I did it very quietly for about 8 months. And then one day well, first of all, throughout the past life experiences, I was able to do it. I became fascinated. I did it every week. Not only was I able to access a different life, but I was able to cross over to the location of where we go after we leave our bodies. And on the other side of that was always beings that were kind of waiting there. And what was interesting to me is I hadn't yet put it together. I was a neophyte, still new to the whole thing, not talking to anybody about it. But over time, as I continued to do this, I was getting information from these guides that I actually didn't really understand. They were using words like vibration and your energy, and you always ask the initial questions, where's the necklace, right? So of course that's not really, but I did that. I made all of those faux pas, and then I slowly started to understand the language until I got to a place where one day I stepped into my regression and immediately knew something was wrong, because there were no people, there was no nature, there were no buildings, and I could feel that as far as the eye could see, there was nothing. There was nothingness. There was the duality of light and dark. The ground was a perfect white sand, and the sky was a perfect dark night. All of the lights began to fill in, and then a very large head. I called him Big Head for a couple of weeks until I figured out who it was. I know. And then I realized it was the symbolic reference of all that is, that I had actually come into that alignment with all that is, with the universe. And my friend, who was normally my facilitator, we were trying to figure out what was happening. And that is the first night I began to channel. So you see the progression. You're able to tap in first to your records, tap into your lives, then you're able to cross over after those lives, have communications with guides, and with other people who are in spirit. And I like to call them people, even though I know they're all non-physical, physical beings. I call them people because we're all the same. And then you progress from that to manifesting another physical spiritual ability. You now can channel. And so then you move through that, and then through each phase you start to have a decision on whether you're going to share this with anyone else. And in the decision making, you have to deal with your fears. You have to overcome your fears. There's a whole process, as many people know, with coming out of the closet, not just on spirituality, but on many other topics. So I have found that as the time has gone by, my intuition has been taking different forms. I went to a sound bath about a month and a half ago. And the day after the sound bath, I could hear the clairaudient. So this is now, we're 2 to 3 years later, and something else has developed. It's a little unnerving when that first happens if you're not used to it, because you literally hear someone talking to you. You hear it with your ear, not with your mind, and you continually look around looking for the body that goes with it.
Oh, that's
So, and
happened
then-
to me. That's how my
see?
awakening happened. It was Apollo came to me. I was sleeping, dead sleep, And when I woke up, there was a man talking to me, and I was like, oh my God, someone's in my house. Because it wasn't, some people think like the voice isn't here, but it's not. It's out here, and you can audibly, clearly, it's not even muffled. It's clear conversation.
Yes. Yes. And that takes some getting used to. That was not where I began. So I was not used to hearing. And I found that ever since that happened, I hear it spontaneously. I'll have a question or some issue that I'm trying to solve, and in the middle of doing something innocuous, all of a sudden the answer comes, but I can hear it with my ears. So I appreciate the guidance though. Uh, so you see how it doesn't stop, it continues, it changes, it evolves, and that's you evolving. So I think if I wanted anyone to be able to get a takeaway from anything, it would be that you're constantly blooming like this beautiful flower. And just when you think you can't bloom anymore, another petal appears and something new happens along your journey, and you just are not able to discover how beautiful you are inside. But then you begin to be able to look at other people and realize they're just as beautiful too, even though you may not be able to see all of their petals yet.
That's lovely. That
Yeah.
is so beautiful. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing that. And
You're welcome. Beautiful.
it's interesting because I've heard so many times, like, the ideal one that people are seeking is the holy grail, the clairvoyance. And they go, well, how do you get there? And it's like, if you continue to pour into the well that is of yourself, it overflows.
Yes.
And just like you explained with the petals of the flower, it overflows, and then your next gift opens. And then your next gift opens. And I feel like what holds a lot of people back to start is the belief that all of a sudden everything is going to open at once. And it's just going to be a tidal wave of unstoppable information, unstoppable seeing, unstoppable hearing, and it's going to make you cuckoo in the cabeza, And it's not like that at all. It's small increments, little bite-sized portions. And by that, I'm definitely not saying that it's can't be overwhelming at times, because I feel like when you're practicing anything, it's the piano, it's writing, it's dance, you kind of become a little bit obsessed in that moment where you're learning it, where you're refining it, and I don't want to say perfecting, but when you get it to a point where you can show it for other people, you're not going to show someone a half choreographed dance. You're going to get all the moves to timing, and then you're going to go, look at what I've been working on. But you had to learn each of those steps of that dance one step at a time, slowly, until you got the timing and the rhythm right, and then so that it looks eloquent, effortless, beautiful. So so to those people out there who are afraid, they go, oh no, I don't want that, I don't want to see spirit.
Well, I think what's important to understand is that everyone has a soul, and every soul knows us the best. And your soul is almost like a gatekeeper. It is not going to permit the release of an ability that you are not ready to handle. So if you are having that other flower petal open, it is because you are ready to handle, like you said, that next little bit at that time.
Now, a question that I'm often asked, but I would love to hear what your beliefs or thoughts are around this, is, so what happens when I'm so overwhelmed and can I just close it? Can we just close it and put it on the shelf and then come back to it later?
I would have to say yes, because you always have free will in every moment of your life. So you can do whatever you want to do. But I think that the idea is to learn to expand the energy of love within self for self, like you said earlier, as you move. And I find that if you're constantly altering your limiting beliefs and your false beliefs, which are at the heart of your fear energies, and you start replacing them with unconditional or loving beliefs, then you are able to actually expand the frequency of love that is vibrating within you, so that when these things happen, you're not going to want to turn those parts of yourself off. You're going to love all of the parts of yourself.
Yes. So it's not like how we hear some portrayals in the movies when you hear the famous question, which is it a gift and a curse?
No, for me, no. I find that along our awakening journey, as the new levels of our awareness and our consciousness start to materialize in our physical world, you begin to see the beauty of how much more you are. We know about our five senses. We know the sight, sound, touch. We know all of that. But we're not as intimate with all of our other senses operating in this life from our intuitive mind. So as our soul allows these little bits of those senses to be able to be utilized in our everyday life, we actually start to appreciate, like, wow, I'm not only making decisions from my rational mind, I can use my intuitive mind, spirit mind. I really appreciate that I had access to that information. I did the right thing for myself. So the appreciation for yourself increases. So in my experience, I don't have any of those feelings as it's a gift and a curse. It's a gift at every level that I expand into.
I absolutely agree. I feel like after the initial acceptance, I
Yeah.
feel like after that I would have never addressed it as something even to that degree. Like in the
Yeah.
beginning, when of course I had my awakening, it was very jarring, and it was audible, and it was like, okay, this is who you are, and here's all your memories. Boom, 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 boom. Past life memories thrown at me. You were the Oracle of Apollo and Delphi. Here's the rituals. Here's the smells. Here's the tastes. Here's the textures. And it was so overwhelming. This is so many years ago, but it was so overwhelming. It was like, whoa, you're trying to change my whole identity, and now you're asking me to claim this name as my own. They asked me to inherit my name, which I did, obviously. But at the time, it was just like, what is this? Is this even real? There was so much resistance and pushback, because I didn't want to be thought of as insert label here, crazy psychic medium lady, da 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 da, whatever you want to call it. Until one day you realize, wow, these are just facets of myself that are like anything else, like learning to sing or draw.
Yeah.
And you learn to appreciate them, and then you find their value. And even through the years, when I've been shown things that were inevitable, but that some people may have deemed scary, I feel like it was always in preparedness and out of love. Like when a mother says, maybe you shouldn't wear that skirt that short this night. It's something out of like a support and a protection around you, to kind of give you the best vantage as possible. I never took it as, here's this thing that you may not be desirable to occur, but is inevitable, and take that as some kind of punishment for being able to see that. So I really don't
Yeah.
understand. Yeah, so that's not it at all. I don't think that's it at all.
Well, I think that what's important to understand too is that everyone is going to experience the mirror reflection of their inner world, which is their belief structure. So if they believe that there are aspects of non-physical that are frightening,
Yeah,
that are scary, that are evil,
yeah,
I think that that's going to be a part of their experience. So if they have manifested spiritual abilities, that of course is going to come into play. And of course, with anything like that, that doesn't feel good. Those energies don't feel good. I could imagine that there would be regret. But I learned about our free will a while ago through the Seth teachings, and I realized I had a choice. It was a decision on whether or not I wanted to believe that non physical was evil, that I could choose to believe that the universe and all that is was an unconditionally loving, God's source of energy and creation, and that everything from that was good and loving. Or I could believe in a duality of energies that exist here in the third dimension and believe that that was the truth for everywhere in the universe. So I decided to release my fear based limiting beliefs and believe that every human in the world is good. Every human
Yeah.
in the world is a fractal of the one consciousness, which is the basis of unconditional love. So I'm not having any manifestations of those frightening experiences. So I don't want to say that because of my experience, then someone else should feel badly about regretting any of theirs. But I just want to remind everyone that your experience is a mirror reflection of your inner energies. And whatever they are is what you're going to experience with no judgment. But that there is free will and there is choice, and you can decide what that's going to be.
I understand that. For my personal journey, in the beginning of my journey, um, I didn't believe in good because my beginning experiences were very dark and malicious. And if you guys have followed me for some time, you'll know about my first encounter with a demon and et cetera, et cetera. However, as I started elevating my own personal energy, the ability to not ability to, but those energies no longer can reach me to where I've
Agreed.
come. So in the beginning, they were prevalent, but now they're irrelevant. So we've risen above them. And although I do believe in duality, me personally, and people can, this is one of those things that we argue left and right, that this exists and this doesn't exist, et cetera, et cetera. And that's up to the audience at home to decide for yourself what you believe. Um, but I have experienced seeing both sides, and both sides
Mhm.
in places of holy worship. If you guys watch my international supernatural story time, when I went to Brazil in a place that was extremely beautiful and so much beautiful energy and healing miraculous energy was there, I also saw a demon. Now, with that being said, what did I do? Of course, I leaned into the light. I leaned into love. I surrounded myself. I asked for love for those people that are around me, that being that was there, that I could not say wasn't there because I saw it with my physical eyes external of myself. But I knew I had choice, and I knew I had power, and I knew I could protect myself, and I know the only way you can come in is if I let you.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
That's
What
exactly
would you
right.
say to someone? Do you have any guidance or advice for someone who's just awakening, or something you want to drop off to the people at home about this path?
I think that the best thing to do for all of us, no matter what your goals are, if you want to have a spiritual awakening, if you want to go to the next level of your spiritual awakening, I think the most important thing to do is to always cultivate the expanding and increasing energies of love for self, because that is the basis of the energy you are projecting into the collective consciousness. The more you can appreciate self, you cannot give what you do not have to give. So be kind to yourself. Say positive things to yourself. Remind yourself you have a choice. There are things that you can allow into your experience, more love, more kindness, more graciousness, more compassion. But every day that begins with kind words and thoughts about the self. And I think the most important thing that we all can do for the world, if we want a world with more peace, if we want a world without racism, if we want a world where children are not going hungry, then we have to recognize that love is the highest form of energy in the universe, and that the more we cultivate it within us to vibrate it from us, the more we will be able to combat those items in the world. We are the bringers of love. We are the bringers of peace. We are the bringers of the end of racism and everything that feels badly. So, my advice on everyone's journey, no matter what they're doing or where they want to go, be kind to yourself and be loving to yourself.
Beautiful. Perfectly said. And we are all a collective melting pot of things. Think of it as a potluck, guys. Like, whatever you bring to the table is what you're going to eat. That's ultimately it. Whatever you bring to the table is what you're going to eat. So if you bring love, you're going to have the most delicious, decadent food ever. But if you're bringing, Chinese leftovers from 15 days ago still sitting in your fridge, I don't know why you would bring that. You're not going to eat it. So why do you want me to eat it? Then, it's just going to go right to the garbage. So bring the love, bring it, because
Bring it.
you're giving it to everyone. You're sharing it with everyone. Thank you so much. Michelle, let everybody at home where they can contact you if they so feel called to go on a journey with you.
Oh, thank you. They can go to my website, the Consciousness Cultivator,
Spell that.
consciousnesscultivator.com.
Can you spell that so I can make a banner for you?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
TheConsciousnesscultivator.com.
All right. So you guys
Thank you.
go to Michelle's page, check her out, learn some wonderful, loving things with her, expand your own consciousness. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be somewhere and all of a sudden you'll have an awakening and go, wow, I need Michelle in my life.
Or Dominique.
Or Dominique, right? And we'll be right here to assist you and elevate you all. All right. Thanks so much. Michelle, it was such a pleasure listening to your thoughts. You're not going anywhere, just so you know. But we're going to be bringing Brenda back up here. So, Brenda, we're bringing you back on. Welcome
Hi.
back. And we're going to be tapping into all that clear audience there, Miss Michelle. So, I don't know. I don't know if I don't know how this is going to go because I feel like you have some superpowers over here. We're going to play something called the Apollo Games. And this is a psychic intuition building exercise for you and the collective. And what the purpose of this is for you guys at home is to build your intuition. Your intuition is that knowing inside of yourself what is correct and accurate and good for you as an individual. And with so many decisions that we have to make every single day, it's important to be able to discern what is for us. So we're going to play a game here called the Apollo Games. So get the husbands, get the kitties, get the wife, and let's play. Okay, Michelle, the question, and Brenda, the question here is, what am I about to reveal? Now, because you guys are in my green room, you won't actually see the words, but if you listen, the options will be there, okay? Here we go. What am I about to reveal?
What am I about to reveal? Bagpipes, water pipes, cake piping, pipe organ. Answer below now. Reveal time.
Okay, so you had 4 options, and I believe they were bagpipes, water pipes, cake piping, and a pipe organ. So put your comment in the comment section below now, and if you guys get it right, you're going to get from me, the Oracle of Apollo, a social distancing high five.
Okay.
All right, so let's see what some of the audience at home has to say in regards to this, and I hope you guys get it right. We have here Stellar Jerry says cake. So he's going with the cake piping. And then Mr. Robert is going to say water pipes. So don't let those answers influence you, ladies. What are you feeling the answer might be, Michelle?
I'm trying to send it right now. Here you go. I was typing in cake. Apologies for the late answer. I was trying to figure out how to use the chat. Okay.
No worries. All right. So we're going with the cake piping. Hello, Judith. There was 4 options, and it was cake piping, water pipes, bagpipes, and organ pipe. So what do you think, Brenda?
I think organ pipes.
Organ pipes. And I'm just making sure no one's cheating, right? These are your
Nope.
own answers?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And you also have someone here agreeing with you, Brenda, with pipe organ. All right, so let's see what the answer is.
What am I about to reveal? Bagpipes, water pipes, cake piping, pipe organ. Answer below now. Reveal time. Did you say pipe organ?
That's awesome.
Oh, Brenda, you got it right. Yay! Congratulations. You got all the confetti for you. Yay! Oh! Good job. Remember that there are no wrong answers here in Divine Encounters, just another opportunity to fine tune and refine your gifts with us. And if you enjoyed this little fun moment, I post 5 games weekly on my TikTok, the Oracle of Apollo, for empathic and psychic development. All right. Thank you, Brenda. We're going to put you
Thank
back
you.
in the green room just for a moment. All right. So this is a part of the episode, Miss Michelle. You get to also go back in the green room, and there's beautiful aloe water back there. So I hope you enjoy it. And we're going to do the midweek collective energy check-in. So I'll see you in a moment. All right, guys, this is where we go ahead now and check what is coming up for the rest of the week. I know some of you are with your families this week, so that's pretty fantastic. And let's get into the midweek collective energy check in. And whenever you are listening to this, it doesn't matter if it's now or next year, this message is for you if it so resonates, because truth has no timeline.
There is a button. It's a very sexy button. It says subscribe on it. I wish I could click on it, but YouTube won't let me.
All right, let's go ahead and add the camera to the stream. And here we go. 3-card pull. We have the 4 of air, time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So it seems like a lot of us might just be burning the wick at both ends right now. Don't worry, we'll get back past this hurdle with the cleaning and the cooking in a few days. So this is just a temporary, you're running on low batteries. So make sure that right after this little season, you allow yourself time to recuperate from that with ample rest, meditation, and self-awareness exercises. And let's see what we have for the grow, how we can grow. If you want to have a wonderful, peaceful, loving time with your family these next few days, make sure you recognize like attracts like. So let go of the judgments, the preconceived labels, and all of those things you've just been waiting to poke at your family with. Let that all go and allow yourself to tap into that next level of love. Step into the next level of love as we did earlier today. Take that beautiful breath and step in with courage, because like attracts like. So you are manifesting your future. And if for some reason you don't feel like it's being mirrored in your immediate environment, you know that you have free will, you have choice, and you have the ability to set boundaries, because that is a form of love. Now we're going to go ahead into what we need to let go. Look at the bigger picture. So what is surrounding you right now? The bigger picture, not the hurdles, not the obstacles, but what is the greater purpose for what you are doing right at this moment? What is the greater purpose of allowing yourself to take that rest or that vacation? To make sure that you're being mindful on how you're attracting your energy and the energy that's coming to you. Is it because that greater purpose is going to get you to the next best version of yourself? Are you going to level up in love? Are you going to level up in career? Recognize the bigger picture of what's happening. So ask yourself, really, where do I want to go? Where is this taking me? And then let go of everything else, because they are distractions from your bigger picture. Your animal right now is spirit. Trust in your higher self. So there's an understanding here of where you need to go and what you're trying to build. So you have to trust that spirit is leading you there, and don't let those pushbacks from people, places, and situations stop you from recognizing that what is for you can never be taken away by man, because they don't have that power. All right. And then we have your message from heaven. If you so need a message from heaven right now, I am standing right next to you is your message from heaven. Your loved ones, ancestors, crossover loved ones are sending you love during this season. They are with you, holding your hand and present. Anytime you bring up a loved one that has crossed over in name or in sensation and feeling or in thought, guess what? They come. They hear you. They're with you. They're here at those pivotal moments in your life when you're surrounded by family and surrounded by love that calls them in. Let's check what your beautiful angel blessings are, remembering that these are not messages, but actual blessings being expedited into your energy field. So if you so claim them, you have Angel Sarah blessing you with empowerment, which I love, especially when you're trying to make something big happen, and Angel Celestina blessing you with support. So make sure you claim this in the comment section below. And I'm going to claim it for myself too. So let me go ahead and just do a little. I know that's right. All right, let's bring my ladies back up here. How are you feeling about this message, Michelle?
Oh, well, the message is beautiful. They're gifts to everybody, and it's so wonderful that everybody can take that away tonight. It's really
Yeah.
wonderful.
Thank you. All right. And we have our lady of the hour, Miss Brenda, here. She's our winner this week, Michelle. We bring a winner on every single week so they can get a personal message from Spirit. And Michelle's our winner, and she's our winner because she shared. And that's all you have to do to be a winner here on Divine Encounters.
Yeah,
It's a little
hola.
incentive for me just appreciating you guys sharing this feed because it supports not just the message and not just the channel, but honestly, it's creating a vibrational frequency that helps the whole entire consciousness of the planet raise. And that's why we are here, is to raise our frequency and raise our vibe. Okay, Brenda, are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go for it. Let's bring up that other camera. And let's move these out of the way. Brenda, you have the 7 of Earth, okay? And it says seeds well planted, a temporary pause in action, and unnecessary worry. So, Brenda, you don't have to, if something you're trying to manifest something, this card usually deals with having a lot of choice or too many options. It could also kind of mean a little bit of like confusion as well. But basically, what this is saying, if you were worried about money, because I kind of feel like this is like financial. If you've been worried about money at all or anything that is home, health, or hearth, tactile, that pause doesn't mean that it's not coming. All right. That pause is saying, don't worry, it's coming at the exact right timing. You just got to trust it. So let go of the unnecessary worry because that's just wasting your energy. All right. And then we have here your next card. Inspire others is your next card, Brenda. So be your best version of yourself. Be the best mom, the best grandmom, the best whoever you are in your world because your light is inspiring others by you learning. When you learn and you share, you're inspiring others. Your continuous growth inspires others. I can feel that. And I can actually feel that you've grown a lot in the last 6 to 7 months. Am I right to
Yeah.
say that? Because I could
Yes.
feel your expansion, yeah? There's a shift inside of you in your physical aura. There's a shift inside of you. All right. So then we have here what you need to let go of. Luck is on your side. So whatever you thought was impossible that you needed to holy water and everything, it is coming, okay? Because luck and fortune is on your side. So with faith, with grace, with expectancy, speaking expectant words, and fortune on your side, Brenda, you can't miss. You can't fail.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Expect the unexpected. And I want to say, even, I feel like the word miracles is going to come out here somewhere. All right. Let's see what we have for your animal that's helping you out right now. Let go of your judgments and bring forgiveness with the pelican energy. Now, I said miracles, right? Did you know, if you ever listen to the book, The Course of Miracles, when we forgive, miracles automatically is the consequence of forgiveness? Have you seen about that, Michelle? That miracles are the consequence of forgiveness? So when you forgive, that miracle is going to happen. It's your forgiveness for self, forgiveness for others, forgiveness for past situations or circumstances that you couldn't do nothing about. So recognize that something here that you're carrying, Brenda, is something that you no longer need, and you can let it go and let that forgiveness come in for yourself because a miracle is the reward for the forgiveness. All right. So let's see here what we have for your message from heaven if you so need one. All right. Your message from heaven if the camera wants to hey camera, change. No? No? All right. She's like, I work too much today already. All right, hold on. Let's bring her up here because that camera froze. You have your message from heaven. First of all, I see a dog, not on the card, but with you, a little dog with the big ears. And it says, there is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. So your message from heaven is letting you know that time that your person has crossed over, your loved one has crossed over, it's no time at all to them. They're patiently, lovingly there with you. And although time to us feels like a lot to carry sometimes, they're not carrying that weight. They don't recognize it. They know that this life is a blink of an eye, and they're just patiently waiting with loving arms, okay? So just
Oh,
allow yourself that no matter how much time has passed, that love, it doesn't go away. It's there and it's connected with you.
oh, thank you. That's so beautiful.
You got to give you your blessings. Hold on. Woo! All right. Did the camera? No, the camera kicked us out. That's fine. You have two blessings from the same angel. And if you've ever seen divine encounters, you
Yep.
will know when we get two angels, I said what I said and I mean what I said. That is it. You have action and ease from Angel Sarah. Okay? That means this thing that you're working to inspire people with, you're going to be taking actions on it. And don't worry about it. It's going to come when it needs to come. They're blessing you with ease. It's not a message. It's already here. It's already here. You're being blessed with that ease so that you can move forward without stress, so you can feel powerful, and you're going to be able to take action because you're going to feel it from your heart. All right? I hope this serves you. Have any thoughts on this?
No, I feel blessed already. After everything that happened, I feel totally blessed. So I thank every day that I wake up, and I thank my kids and my grandkids and my hubby. I'm always blessed. So thank
You
you for the
are.
more blessing.
Do you claim these blessings today?
Yes, I do. I claim all of them.
That's right. Michelle, is there anything you want to add to this beautiful soul that is in front of us? Any words of wisdom you want to impart before we head out today?
She is perfect exactly in this moment.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so very much. And thank you, Michelle, for being here. Thank you, Brenda, for being here. And don't forget, guys,
Always, always.
thank you. I heard you're a fan of the show, so I'm so honored that you're here with us today. And for those of
Yes.
you guys at home, don't forget that's golden ticket. You can get one of the 10 lucky seats for December's 26th giveaway, the big giveaway for a mediumship reading with me here on Divine Encounters. You have till December 22nd to share this with as many people as you want. Bring all
Oh,
your
yeah.
friends in, and each entry will get you a space to win one of the coveted golden tickets. I hope you tune in with me on Wednesday night when I bring you all of your horoscopes in random order. And of course, we'll have the good news, a divine experience, energy clearing to start your week off, and build the intuition with the Apollo games. Thank you, ladies, so much for
Thank you,
being
Thank you
here.
so
Dominique.
much.
Thank you. I love
And
Thank you
you.
for
happy
being a light in the
Thanksgiving,
world
ladies.
and for being of service to the world. And I just really have nothing more but to say how much gratitude I have for you all. And I hope your Thanksgivings are absolutely wonderful.
Thank you, and for you as well. I love you very much.
Love you too, my sister. And to all of you at home, I hope your Thanksgivings are safe. Remember to not focus on the lack. Focus on the things that you are grateful for, the roof over your head, the water that comes out. And even if your tables are sparse or full, oof. Bless it because it is beautiful, and every day is a new day to find the blessings in your lives. And there's so many. And I don't want you guys to focus on your suffering, but everything that makes you special that I see in you and that makes you loving and unique. And just share your light because your light matters. And I know some of your families are divided, but your light matters. And Source sees it, and it grows and grows and grows, and no one can ever take that away from any of you. May you all go in love, light, and wisdom to know thyself, love thyself, and remember the divine always has your back. Ciao.
Divine.